All right, so today we're gonna go over my 3 favorite pull-up variations, and they all have very specific reasons on why I do them. Also, I got a lot of questions on, I can't do 1 pull-up, what would you do? I'm gonna run you through the steps I would take to go from 0 pull-ups to 5, 10, 15, 20. So if you're ready, let's get after it. So when I start people out on pull-ups, I always start with the close grip first because I want to make sure they actually can engage the lats as they're doing it. And in a perfect world, we start with the T-bar handle because it's just going to automatically make you flare your elbows just enough to keep your biceps out of it and really engage those lats. Because what we don't want to have happen is to pull straight up into the bar, have those biceps engage and just take over the entire movement. What we want is, one, to lose the old school mentality of, get your chin above the bar and try to pull up to it. That's got to go, right? That's too much biceps. What you want to do is, again, we've talked about this in other videos, is follow the actual arc of your lats as you come through. So your arm will never break that 90-degree angle, and you're just pulling through and following the natural arc of your lats and squeezing up. You actually feel like you're going more back than straight up. So this next movement's a little atypical for me because I usually try to isolate the muscle down to a point where it's the only thing working. But with this, we're trying to recruit as much of the back as possible. We're really pulling in all those muscles responsible for better posture. And I want you to think about it this way. We're trying to hit the contraction on the inside of that back, work our way out. So hit rhomboids, lower mid trap, work out to the posterior delts. The way we do this is only slightly different than a regular pull-up, but it makes all the difference. And you can go fairly close grip, about shoulder width, and that's going to engage more rhomboids, or you can go nice and wide, and that's going to pull more rear delts. But the tweak here is you're going to go, instead of going straight up, about halfway through the process, you're going to pinch those elbows back more, shoulders come back, and feel like you're pulling yourself a little bit forward on the way up. It's just going to engage that upper back that much more, and really feel like, we talked about before, contracting from the inside out. So your actual mid traps and your rhomboids are going to stop the movement. It's not going to be how high you go. It's going to actually be the flex of those that finishes the movement off. Now this last one's my favorite, but it's also the most hard, and nothing gets my lats more sore. So what you're gonna do is start out with a wide grip pull up, and you're gonna actively try to push those elbows in the entire time. And what this is gonna do is put those lats in such a disadvantageous state that they have to work so hard to pull you up. And then again, it's not straight up. You're actually working with the arc of your lats and pulling back as you come up. Now, machine-assisted pull-ups are nice, but if we're talking about going from 0 to even just a couple, this is not the way to do it because it doesn't get all the supporting muscles involved, and to me, it doesn't even really mimic a pull-up all that well. A better way is to go on Amazon and find a set of bands like these. They usually come 3 or 4, and the nice part about this is usually with the assisted pull-up machine there, I see people get stuck on a certain weight, or that last little bit before they step off and actually do a regular pull-up is such a big jump that they never take the leap, right? They're stuck on the machine for years on end, right? With these, it's nice. You have 4 to choose from. The biggest one can support like a 350-pound man, comes all the way down to just this little, barely any assistance. And by that point, this band will be such a nuisance that it'll be easier just to do them without it. So if I had to start at level 0 and I couldn't do any pull-ups, I'm pretty impatient. So what I would do is I hit 4 sets every single day with the most assisted band I have and really try to get all the neurological adaptations out of the way first. Now that following week, I'd go to an every other day split. I'd add in 3 sets of weighted negatives, and I guarantee you in 2 weeks, you're gonna be able to do pull-ups on your own. All right, as always, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, get after it, get growing. I'll talk to you soon.